Matt, can you spotlight me?
You're spotlighted.
Sweet. All right, so I've been making Christmas lights that'll be painted and for decoration for clients to hang up on their Christmas trees. So it's just a basic light. Let me take off my example. Yeah, right. And so I've just got this wired up on my duplicator post, piece of a 12 gauge wire, so I can constantly see the form. You don't have to
Does
get
it light up too?
Well, if you put it in a light bulb, light socket, it will.
Well, you said you were wiring it up.
Well, these will look like it, and then it'll have a plug on the end, and you'll see people take that string and try and plug it in, and then wonder why they're not lighting up. But you paint these with, you paint them or dye them real good, and it's a real simple, easy project. They're handmade, you know, don't have to be perfect, but you know, get them to look like a light. So let me put these up. So I'm making them out of apple. So I went and grabbed a apple limb that I have out back of my wood pile. I'm copying from Steve Jones, the skew master. So I took a piece of wood, drove some nails through it, drilled a hole, put the nails through it for the specific dimensions of the light bulb for the various characteristics. And so I'll use that to mark my blank here. And so roughly I've already got it turned to about 25 millimeters in diameter. I want to be around 21 to 23 diameters at the widest point on my bulb. And so all I'm going to do is take this piece of wood with the nails in it, spin it up, mark where I need to be at. Unfortunately, on this piece here, I've got several cracks running through. So I'm going to start and make the light bulb come from this section here. So let me put my face shield on and we'll get to going at it. Any questions? Y'all hearing me okay?
Yeah,
Yep,
we can hear you
good.
fine.
Yep, sounds good.
Man, that little story stick's pretty cool. I never thought about that.
I need to mark where I need to start and avoid.
Now, I will make a note that what you did on the story sticks, you were not cutting into it, but you were scraping away from it. So you never put the nails pointing in, you let the nails scrape it.
Oh, thank you for covering that, Trey.
We don't want people to join Brenda's brigade.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that really could make a bad day for someone. So yeah, you definitely want to do it to where it's going away. So.
Oh, that's a lot quicker than trying to hold a ruler up there.
And so the first thing I'm going to do, well, see, doing it with a ruler, you can get off on marking your dimensions. So
yep,
this is just quick and easy, and it's one less step. I don't have to turn around and grab the ruler and pay attention to it. Just grab that, stick it on there, and then I can put it up, and I can come back to that marking jig and know the exact location and dimensions to make on the lights next time I turn them. So the first,
Dane,
yeah,
just one quick question or pointer. The spindle you're turning is quite low on her screen, so sometimes if you have a lengthy talk, the subtitles cover what you're doing. So I'm wondering if you could just move it center. Perfect right there. Yep, thanks.
okay, great, you're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, that fixed it on my phone too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would have been questioning that myself if I was looking at it. Okay, so it's a spindle, And so I don't have a steady rest on it. And so what I've got is I've got my tailstock up to hold it, to prevent it from having the shakes. And so the first thing when you're doing it like this is you gotta cut your lower end stuff first, your smaller diameter stuff first, before you carve and cut the front end of a lighter, or even a finial if you're doing a finial in this manner. And so you'll kind of will be cutting where both pieces are getting at a small diameter and being held at the same time with the live center, and then we'll cut it off one piece at a time, and you'll see that here shortly.
Hey, Dane, can you hold up one of your samples?
Any questions?
Dane, can
Yeah.
you hold up one of your samples to those lines? Good, thank you.
And so the important part is this middle line here for trying to get your whitest crest. And so this line doesn't count. This line is just marking where the cracks are that's coming through the checks. So lower my tool rest. And so I'm gonna take down this side first. And so I want to be at about 13 millimeter on this. We're close. And so what I did on that last cut was set this little demarcation line between the glass and the brass. And that's what you're gonna, when you're doing this profile here, which is right here, you wanna have that curve, so hopefully meet that line there, which is that little shoulder that I created. So, using everybody's favorite tool, set the tool rest up a little bit. So we're gonna use a 1/2 inch skew.
Hi, sweetie.
Now we'll get at it. So I'm remarking my lines because I know that this diameter is larger than what I need to be at.
So everybody understands the noise that he's getting off the lathe. Zoom filters out a lot of background noise, and when it does that auto filter, it'll pick the background noise up and then kill it. So that's the reason why you're hearing it and then it cuts off.
And so when you're cutting with the skew and you're picking up your cut from the larger diameter and you're going to your center point, so the whole time this cut is coming down and you're riding your bevel on your skew, at the same time as you're going, you're raising your tool handle up. And all the pressure for the cut is coming from the back hand. This hand is doing nothing but anchoring it to the tool rest. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep, that's exactly how I do it too.
That only happens because we're watching.
Ouchie.
We did see it.
The spiral feature.
He just did that to make the rest of us feel better.
I thought I was the only one that did that.
I read
It's
about
part
it.
of the design.
Are you getting a fair amount of vibration in that? Are you getting a fair amount of vibration? Because it's hard to hear, but it sounded like it was vibrating.
Do what?
Were you getting a fair amount of vibration? It sounded like it was vibrating on you.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of flex up here on the end here, and the reason why is because I've got that small diameter down there, and so here we are. And so the body is pretty much done. You would hit that with a little bit of sandpaper. And so next what I'm going to do is cut where the threads would be at. And then we'll start parting it off. A little bit of 340. I'm going to use a 3-point tool. Sending back a little bit of vibration. So the thread base is made. And so now we'll part this off here and here. We'll part this off first.
Love it.
There we go. We got a little light bulb that can be painted.
Very nice.
So you paint the outside, you know, whatever, red, blue, green, yellow, whatever color you want. For the threads, you can do gold, you can do silver. And then for the backside here, paint that black. You'll drill a little hole. So in parting it off, I leave the centerpiece here. So I've got my marking for when I go to drill my hole to put my wire clip in, wire clip hanger. And yeah, other than that, you know, that's it to making a little light that can be painted.
Make it look so
Very
easy.
good. Make it look easy.
Well,
Yeah, I was
thank
gonna
you.
say, you make it look easy peasy.
It's good skew practice.